Hello everyone, welcome back to King Conquest. And before I talk about this puzzle that you can see in front of your screen, I just want to say thank you for all viewers and subscribers. Currently, in the time of making this video, we have a 38k or 38,000 viewers and 28 subscribers. So thank you very much. Alright, let's move on to the puzzle. This is not strictly a puzzle, it's a endgame study. White to play and wins. So the black pawn is going this way. So this 3 black pawn is about to be promoted. So you have to account for that. Pause the video if you want to try. Alright, so in this position, let's start with the most obvious blunder that white can do is rook takes f2. This is a blunder because the black pawn will promote to become a queen, and this king only has two legal move. If they take this pawn at b2, the black king will go to d4, and for king this rook, so basically taking this rook, and this is easily winning for black. And even worse, if the black king refused to take this pawn, this is even worse because, well, as you can see, queen to b3, this is checkmate for white. So this is black win instead of white win. So yeah, that's the first blunder that white can do. The second thing that mostly a draw, I believe, which is king to a2. This is a draw because the black king will try to go to d4 and basically hold on to the 3 pawn, this 3 pawn, and if the white king takes this pawn, the b2 pawn, the black king will go to e3 again to get to hold on to these remaining 2 pawns. And no matter what white do, this is pretty much a draw. Yeah, the black will sacrifice one of this pawn, and yeah, this is basically a draw with insufficient material. Another move that white can consider is king takes b2, but this is actually a draw because you might think that after black plays king to d4 and white plays king to c2, if black plays a wrong move like this is a blunder basically, king to e3, this is a blunder because the white king will occupy this d1 square, and again from this position, this basically says that this king will taking care of this pawn and this rook will be taking care of this pawn, and is easily winning for white. So in this position, black has to play d1 queen check. So this basically wasting a tempo, a tempi, because in this position there is no point getting away from the queen. The black queen is easily winning for black. If white plays king takes this queen, king takes d1, black will play king to e3, and this is basically a zugzwang because the white king is forced to get away from this pawn. Like imagine if this is a black's move, this is easily winning for white, but because this is a white move and white cannot play this move like this rook move, because if they play this move, black will simply play king to f3, and no matter what white do, this is basically a draw. And again, if white plays king to c1 or king to c2, doesn't really matter. Black will enter this square, king to e2, and again, what white gonna do then? Let's say they play rook to h1, black can just sacrifice by promoting the pawn to a queen. Then this is basically a draw by insufficient material. So yeah, king takes b2 is a draw. So I think you already found the solution, and if you found the solution, congratulations. The solution is king to c2. If you found this, congratulations. So in this position, black has 8 move. The black king has 8 move, and let's say if they play either king to b4, king to b5, king to b6, king to c6, or king to d6. Let's say king to b4. White can just play king takes b2, and in the couple more move, this king is basically will taking care of this pawn, and this rook will be taking care of this pawn. So yeah, like so. This is easily winning for white. So another variation that also result in a draw if white doesn't careful is if black plays this move, b1 queen. This will be a draw if the white king takes this black queen, because we're gonna go back to the earlier variation with this basically a zugzwang trap. So that doesn't work. And if black again, assuming that black still plays queen to b1, promoting a pawn to b1 to become a queen, white has to play rook takes b1. This is the correct solution, and no matter what black play, we can basically oppose this black king, so this pawn will fall either by their king or by the white king or by the white rook. So this is winning for white. Another variation, we already talked about this king move to either this square. Let's talk about if the king move either if the black king move to either this square, and probably the most tricky is king to d4. So in this position, white has to play king takes d2. This is the solution after we play king to c2, and black has 5 legal move, and let's assume that black move to the 5th rank either to c5, d5, or e5. This is actually the worst one, because let's say black move to c5, king to c5, we will take opposition by moving our king to c3, and this is easily winning for white, like so. The same goes if black plays king to e5, we will go to c2, king to c2, to basically taking care of this pawn and this pawn. Just easily winning for white. The trickiest move that probably black can do is either to go to c4 or e4. Let's say black goes to e4. In this position, white has to play rook to h1, because this basically wastes a tempo for white. So this is actually black's turn, and again, if black tries to play king to f3, white will play rook to b1. After white plays rook to b1, let's say if black plays king to g2, white will play king to e2, and this is basically easily winning for white. The other variation that black might do is the black king go back to d4. In this position, white has to play rook to d1. And this rook is actually important to basically cut off the black king from accessing either of this pawn. Let's say black move to c4, basically. Let's say they move to c4. White has to play king to c2, and as you can see, this white rook is basically cutting off access for this king to this pawn. That's the whole thing why we play rook to d1 after the earlier black move back to king to d4. So in this position, no matter what black plays, let's say black plays king to b4, we can easily, as white, we can easily play king takes b2, and in the next move, this pawn will fall by this rook. So yeah, sorry if the explanation or the variation is too complicated, because this is basically my thank you video. So I tried my best to study one of the, I believe it's not complicated, but then I mean, in my limited English proficiency, yeah, this this is yeah, there is so much variation that needs to talk about, and hopefully you enjoy my explanation, even though I'm not really good at it yet. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.